y'all, welcome back to my channel, y'all. Y'all, today is January the 16th, and y'all, today I'm coming to y'all with an awareness video. And y'all, I decided to do this video like right now. I'm currently waiting for Chris Stasia to get out of class, but y'all, I might get emotional with this video just because it's involving like Kenzie. Okay, so let me just get my spirits right and really just collect myself, because like I said, when I come to y'all, I don't want to come to y'all with the dramatics. But when you have your kids and you feel like someone is not treating your kids as you would treat, everybody else's kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'll bother your spirit. And so my spirit is so bothered. Like, my spirit is so bothered right now. But anyways, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get into this video. Okay. So, but anyways, y'all, before I get into anything, make sure y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel if y'all haven't already. Become part of the All About Jazz Family YouTube channel, because I would definitely love to have y'all as a part of my YouTube family. Y'all don't mind how I look. I'm getting ready to wash my hair finally and do a wig install, so just don't mind my look. But anyway, y'all, to get into this video, okay, so yesterday, which was the 15th, I had an appointment. Okay, so y'all know I said that I had an appointment. I needed to go take care of what I needed to take care of, because y'all know it was regarding the finance issue that y'all knew I was been having. And so I went, and thank God be the glory, I got everything taken care of. And so the funds will be up and running within 7 to 10 days. So thank y'all for all y'all prayers when it comes to that. And now that is done, I went to go do that. And in order for me to do that, y'all, I had to pick my kids up from school early. So that's what I did. I went and I picked my kids up from school. And I picked Kenzie up from school, but Kenzie's bus driver, she likes to be notified. She likes to be notified if Kenzie's going to ride the special needs bus, or if she's not going to ride in the afternoon, let her know. And so, y'all, I'm not going to lie, I was in a rush yesterday, because this was very, very important. Mind y'all, I'm trying to get this taken care of so I can make my rent payment and all this other stuff. So I couldn't find my phone, like my personal phone. I could not find my phone. My ringer was off, it was calling, and I was like, you know what, I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to go without my phone. And that's me. I should have been more careful with my phone, true enough, but that's me and my own personal problems, some I have to deal with, you know what I mean? So that's that. So I forgot my phone, so I rushed to get Kenzie and enroll her take her out of school. And so I told them at the school, at the front office, y'all, I was like, can you please let Kenzie's bus driver know and call her busboy and let them know that she will not be getting picked up in the afternoon. Let them know that I've already gathered Kenzie and the bus don't need to wait for her. So the woman in the front desk, she was like, well, she said, if there's kids riding the bus anyway, then they'll have to come, so it doesn't matter if not. I'm just saying for me, because that's what they asked, can you go ahead and do it? She was like, sure. But she said, I'll call the bus boy and I will let them know that Kenzie won't ride the bus. So everything was supposed to be good to go. Everything is written in stone, said and done. And so this morning I get ready to put Kenzie on the bus. The woman was like, before I get into any of that, let me just say that this woman I can sense that she had an issue before anything ever transpired between us. I can tell she had an issue. Just picking up stuff in a spiritual realm, I can tell that she had an issue. And so moving along. So this morning I get ready to put Kenzie on the bus, y'all. Kenzie is special needs, right? Let me tell y'all something. The reason why Kenzie is special needs is not because she's not smart. It's because she processes things slower. Her mind, her body, everything work at a slower pace than others. I'm Kenzie's mom. Kenzie is so much of a special child, y'all. She reminds me to keep patience with her, because when it comes to special needs kids, that's what it takes. It takes patience. When I was Kenzie age, I needed patience. I didn't catch on to other things like like I'm a little, I didn't, like when I was Kenzie age, I'm just gonna be honest, I did not catch on to a lot of stuff, and that's okay. That's okay. If you was like that in the past and you not no more, if you got kids that are like that, doesn't define us who we are as people or individuals, because at the end of the day, God get the final say so. You know what I mean? So moving along, y'all, I put Kenzie on the bus, and the woman, she was like, she was basically like, she said, I asked you one. She said, I know I asked you before to call me and let me know if Kenzie wasn't gonna ride the bus. She said, I'm sitting up here waiting on Kenzie, and Kenzie not nowhere to be found. So I told her, I said, I had something important to do, and I'm so sorry I had to leave my phone behind because I didn't have the time to even look for it. I said, so that's my part. I didn't give you, I was able to text you. I said, but after I picked Kenzie up, they told me that they would call the busboy and let you know that Kenzie had been gathered and she wasn't going to be riding the bus yesterday afternoon. So everything was done. Mind y'all, I told her that she got the finger pointing. Y'all, this bus driver told me, mind y'all, I already knew she had some kind of animosity towards me for some unknown reason. Because, I'm ignoring it, and I'm just letting it blow over, and I'm sweeping it up under the rug. So, as I'm sitting up there, I said, well, they told me that they was, call the busboy. She said, no. She was pointing her finger at me, talking to me like I was her child. I didn't get out of character. I didn't say anything. She's like, no, it's your responsibility as a mother. She is your child. Y'all, I'm an emotional creature. Because one thing about me, y'all, I love the Lord so much, I don't like getting out of character. In me, I take pride into my character as who I am as a woman of God. If I wrong someone, if I'm out of character, I repent to my Father which is in heaven, because I know when he judged me, I want him to know that I have repentance in my heart. And so moving along, y'all, I told her that she was sitting up there, it's your fault, as a parent, you got to do your job, it's up to you. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I was sitting up here, and I was like, well, ma'am, I'm sorry, I did the best I could. And so after that, I was like, because move and go fast, just rewind a little bit. Before all this was going on, Kenzie had a problem with being rushed. I even told her dad that, y'all, Kenzie is so much of a special kid, y'all. It's like whatever is going on with her, it's like she was put on this world to teach others to have patience. That's how special I feel like my baby is. I know my baby is, because the way she is so smart, to the point to where she have all the common sense in the world, but she processes stuff slow. She moves slow to gather what it is that she needs to do, what she's supposed to do. She gets it done, but you got to have patience with her. So, but my thing is, if this is your profession, you can't be up here saying, oh, rushing her. So I'm telling her as my child, I said, ma'am, can you please stop rushing her like that in the morning? I said, she is trying her best to get on this bus. I said, you act as if it takes her. I didn't say that, but I'm going to get to that, because that's not what I said, because we end up having a text message. Y'all, this bus driver is so confrontational. It wasn't even the fact that I was just like a sensitive parent. It was a point to where she was too insensitive. And it was a point to where Kenzie was sensitive. And so I'm just trying to make everything work out before it explode like it did today, because it exploded. It really did. And I'm gonna get into that. So as I was talking to her, and I was just like, can you please just have a little more patience with her? I was like, because I was right there, y'all, while she was rushing my baby. She did it in front of me with the intentions of, not caring how I would feel. Like, I can sense her energy before all this transpired, because I kept letting it blow over. And as a parent, y'all, the awareness is, when you see something, say something right then, because people will go as far as they can, and when something blow up, it's too late, because right now it's too late. I have no comfortability for my child being on the bus. I'm not comfortable. The bus driver probably not comfortable. Nothing is really going to be comfortable at this point. Okay, so all this and transpired. She still on the bus, talking. I'm trying to literally, y'all, to sum it all up. I was really apologizing to her for her having to wait on Kenzie, even though I did my part. The bus born they didn't call, they didn't tell them that Kenzie wasn't going to be on the bus. I did my part as a mom. She said in her mindset, she was pointing fingers, talking about, no, you didn't. And I was explaining to her Kenzie's kind of her personality. I was just saying, because Kenzie always telling me, and the other little girl too, like the kids tell you that they are so rude on the bus. Mind y'all, numerous times there's the Hispanic girl that rides the bus also with Kenzie. The Hispanic girl mother tell me, though, they be talking about us on the bus because my daughter come back and tell me everything they say. I said, Kenzie come back and tell me that they be talking about me too. And so we know that at this point it's pettiness. So it's her being a mother, her baby come back and tell us something, we let it go. Bygones be bygones. So do I. But nothing ever happened. But today, because I decided to stand up for my daughter's right and just ask her bus driver to be more patient with her, that was the whole clap back. That's where everything just bursted up and exploded. And so, moving along, after all this has happened, she was like, in the process of me talking to her, she was like, I don't know what Kenzie telling you, but she called my baby a lie. Y'all, what she do that for? Mind y'all, let me tell y'all something. When you know your child, you know your child. Kenzie lie about stuff that she do around the house and what she don't do around the house. But what Kenzie don't do is come back home and lie about how her day been. For one, it's going to be backed up. It's going to be backed up. Like, Kenzie can't go to school and say she hit somebody and she didn't hit somebody. Because the school, they'll show you proof. They're going to show you if your child hit somebody on camera and you'll catch him a lie. Kenzie ain't going to lie. When you ask her how they been, she going to tell you how they been. And y'all, she never said anything about the woman doing things to her, being physical with her. Only thing Kenzie kept telling me was the woman is rude. She said she's always rushing me off the bus. She's so rude. That was the only problem Kenzie had. And when it became a problem to her and her comfortability, it became a problem for me and my comfortability too. Like, we don't feel comfortable at this point. Kenzie's not feeling comfortable. I'm just trying to ease stuff down. That's all I'm trying to do. So, moving along, the woman got so confrontational. She was like, she's an African-American bus driver. The other woman that's on the bus is the African-American bus driver too. So they both like talking at me. And I was like, hold on. What's really going on? Like, I'm really just trying to explain my situation of why Kenzie didn't ride the bus. And I'm really just trying to tell her how Kenzie is so we can all be comfortable. So the woman got so confrontational, she was pointing her fingers and didn't realize she was yelling in front of the kids. And y'all, she was like, I'm not going to argue with you. And I was like, oh my goodness, I couldn't believe my eyes, because I'm like, how did this become an argument? And when did this become an argument? How and when? Like, are you serious? So at this point, I take all this home and gather my thoughts. And I'm like, hold up. Something don't hit right with me, because not only did this woman sit up and argue with me in front of these kids and blow all this stuff up and point her fingers at me and yell at me in front of these kids, she called my baby a lie. So at this point, I'm believing Kenzie when Kenzie's saying you being rude to her. And I told the woman, I clearly see you rushing her this morning. Y'all, so I get home. And because my guards is up now, as a parent, my guards is up. As a parent, I see two African-American women, not saying nothing because of the race at this point, not saying no, but it's just how confrontation they was with me. My red flags went all the way up. And so I texted them and I was like, and y'all better not touch my baby. Because at this point, with y'all calling her a liar and she only saying that she want more patience on the bus, that didn't sit right with my spirit. That didn't sit right, because if only thing she's saying is she wants y'all to be more patient with her when she's moving on and off the bus. Like, we have no control of her limbs. We have no control of how her speed and how she move. How she move is how she move. Like, what you want to do? Drag her? You want me to drag her on the bus? And y'all, so I go home and I text her this, and I got all the proof in my text messages, and I'm going up to the school, y'all, because this woman was so confrontational. The woman made a threat to call police department on me just because I said y'all better not touch my baby. And I'm only saying this because y'all was so confrontational with me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm only saying this because y'all telling her that she's a liar, and I know she's not lying about just wanting patience. come on, Kenzie is too bright for that. She's just way too bright. And so moving along, we get the text message, and I was like, and y'all better not touch my baby. Y'all, she texts back and say, and I'm gonna report this to PD. That's how confrontational and dramatic and rude she was. Cause I was like, if you see this as a threat and I'm only trying to make my daughter safe and make my daughter comfortable, so be it. You can say them, cause this is not a threat. I said, but I meant what I said. And she was like, she texted back and she was like, well, if you don't want your, so unprofessional, instead of saying, okay, well, I can be more patient with your baby. I understand what you're saying, because first of all, special needs kids, you can't have special needs. You can't have no kind of job of teaching the special needs kids. You can't have no kind of job of transporting special needs kids and be rushing them. Like, that's why they special needs, because it takes patience. It takes patience. God forbid, what if Kenzie was in a wheelchair and y'all. So let me go ahead and get back into the text message. Y'all. So moving on to the text message, she was like, I'm gonna call her, put this in the police department. I was like, well, go ahead. And I told her in my script, the text message, I was like, well, go ahead and show them, because the only thing I tried to do is explain my situation, why she wasn't riding the bus in the afternoon. And I also tried to tell you that, just to explain to you, is that if you have more patience with Kenzie, she won't see you as being rude. Because one thing about Kenzie, y'all, if you are rude with her, she's gonna get sassy. She's gonna get sassy and she's gonna blow up. She's gonna cry and stuff is gonna escalate. So mind y'all, I'm only trying to tell her, that's the same thing I did with Meet the Teacher. I would tell her that sometimes Kenzie can be stubborn. Sometimes she can just have this real defiant attitude and just be real stubborn. And you gotta have patience with her, because if you don't have patience with her, that's what she want. And that's why I said Kenzie was put on this world to teach people to have patience, for real. That's what I believe, because that's the only thing she say. You're rude. She loved kindness. She loved kindness to the fullest. She loved kindness. So if you give her rudeness, you're gonna see a side of her, and it's just how she is. She gonna stand her ground at the age she is. She is so special in so many different ways. And so moving along, the woman was like, I'm gonna tell the police department. I was like, go ahead, because I only tried to explain to you that she wasn't gonna ride the bus, and I only tried to explain to you that she wants you to be a little more patient with her. That's it. So if you want to tell the police that I said that because I have red flags with you and you call my daughter a lie, y'all, she went on again to be more unprofessional. She, instead of her trying to come to some kind of common ground, y'all, she made it into an argument at the bus stop this morning. She called my baby a lie. She was like, she didn't want to comprehend anything. She didn't want to even comprehend anything that was really going on. She just put everything in her own perspective, and it blew up. Then she's talking about calling the police. And I was like, fine. I said, you go ahead and do what you need to do, because I'm taking this up to school and I'm telling them what you did. And y'all, she was talking about, I tell all the kids to come on. I got that in the text. She was talking about, I tell all kids to come on. I said, well, what if a parent, I was saying to myself, I didn't say it in a text message, but I'm going to tell the school, what if someone had a special needs child and they have to get out of a wheelchair? And mind y'all, let me say this too. For her to rush those special needs kids like they do, mind y'all, her set time to come is at 6:10. If you ain't there at 6:10, she have a right to just drive off and don't wait for nobody. Mind y'all, it's cold. It's so cold in the morning. It's 2 kids that don't even sit in the car. Y'all, she's so fixated on me and Kenzie. She was to the point talking about, well, Kenzie need to be on out of the car waiting like everybody else. Mind y'all, I told her, I said, my baby have a health condition. Y'all know Kenzie have a health condition. Kenzie breathe in too much air in her lungs every morning waiting on that bus. Even 5 or 10 minutes is too, in her standing in one place. That's still too long. Kenzie lungs cannot take a lot of air. She have a serious bronchitis issue. She have to take steroids sometimes. She have to take breathing treatment sometimes 3 or 4 times a day. And she have an inhaler. So I told her, I said, my baby have a health condition. I said, if we can sit in our car and stay warm until you get here, We can sit in that car. She was so fixated on Kenzie, and that was the whole purpose about anyway. So when she said that, it clearly let me know that she was really been feeling like this. She really been feeling some type of way about Kenzie being in the car and getting on the bus like that. And I told that woman, I said, you act as if, and this is what I said in the text message. I said, you act as if, when I said that, I said, my baby have a breathing, my baby can't breathe in too much air like that. I said, but you don't care and you don't know nothing about that. I said, you act as if it took my baby 30 minutes to get out the car and get on the bus. Mind y'all, she's supposed to be there at 6:10. The bus coming like 6:17, 6:18 almost, sometimes 6:20. So kids out there waiting. I said, and I was telling myself, don't nobody be rushing her, but I didn't say that in the text message because I wasn't trying to come off as being rude and confrontational as she was. So everything that I knew, what I wanted to say, I did not even say. I kept it more calm. She was so confrontational, y'all. She was like, I'm not fit to argue with you. I'm not fit to argue with you. And y'all, she's a manipulator. She's a manipulator because y'all, not only did she call my baby a lie, not only is she's rushing special needs kids, mind y'all, Kenzie and the little Hispanic girl, they come back and tell us that the two women on the bus driver, which is African American women, be talking about the both of us. They think the kids on the bus dumb, not listening, not knowing what they saying. They won't think our kids are just so unaware, and they come back and tell us. She said my baby come back and tell me everything they say, and Kenzie tell me everything they say too. So apparently they got problems with our parenting or whatever. I don't know what the case may be, but it is what it is. We let that go because we at this point we think it's just an age thing, an age difference. But this right here, rushing our kids, that was on a different level. Because I'm like this, you can rush these other kids, but me, I'm a parent. If I say something, if I see something, I'm gonna say something. Because like I said, it wasn't so much of me being being like this sensitive parent. It's just trying to make everybody comfortable. Because for one, you can't sit up and like, oh, I say come on to all these kids. So you mean to tell me you driving a special needs bus, God forbid somebody have a kid that they got that's wheelchair bound, you gonna be telling them come on? You gonna rush them? See, it doesn't matter if kids is not in a wheelchair or not. You have to treat all those kids according the same. And you got to have patience when it comes to working. She's on this bus for a reason. And that's not for me to belittle my child. It's just that her comprehension, the way she processed, the way her body and her mind doesn't move at the same pace. It really just doesn't. I had that same issue. I had to grow up and grow out of it. I had the same exact issue when I was Kenzie age. It just took me a long time to process and catch on to stuff, longer than most. And I'm just being honest. But my thing was like, y'all, it didn't make me dumb. It didn't make Kenzie dumb. It just take time for other people to grow and learn. Like some stuff like right now, I can do, somebody else can't do. You know what I'm saying? God didn't make us all the same. If he did, it would be one nationality. You know what I mean? It would be one race. He didn't make us all the same. You know what I mean? So like that right there really, really bothered me, y'all. And what's so bad about it? I haven't even been to the school yet, so I'm going to really give y'all the second part of this because I'm really trying to bring awareness that if you see something, say something. If your child is experiencing something, love your child enough to be aware, to make your child comfortable, to find some kind of common ground with what's going on. Because at the end of the day, y'all, I put this off and knew that I was tired of Kenzie come back telling me that that woman was rushing her. But I put it off and I put it off and I put it off until it just blew up. So you got to nip stuff in the butt like right then. You have to handle it right then, because if you don't, stuff blow up and things transpire, y'all, because there is no way in the world. But this woman was so unprofessional. This woman talking about, I told that woman, y'all better not touch my baby. That woman was so confrontational. That woman said she's supposed to show the police department that there was a threat to her. Mind you, you over here rushing my baby and you don't know that you being rude to her. That's mistreating her in a way. You're mistreating all these kids. I tell all these kids to come on. Why you gonna tell them to come on? And then it's clearly in my text, like telling these kids to come on, and probably with the tone that you use, like that's unprofessional. That's unprofessional. You supposed to get out and y'all, I'm telling y'all, It just has to be a fixation because it's Kenzie and it's other kids too. But I just know it was like the Kenzie need to be at the car. I was like, oh, you know what? In the spiritual realm, something clicked. I was like, that's really what her problem is. She want Kenzie to be out here just waiting in this air, but I'm not going to let her wait in this air like this because I know how her lungs are. I know she'll get sick. So that was her problem. That was her problem. It was gonna hurt for me to get Kenzie out that car and put in the bus. Like that was killing her. Like it was literally killing her. But you know what though? I ain't been to the school yet, but I got all my text messages of how she was talking about she was rushing those kids. I tell them y'all need to roll those cameras back because I'm not the type, y'all, where I just want to sit up here and be like, oh, this woman needs to be fired. This man needs to be fired. But my thing is, it comes a point of time, if you have the authority to make something right, then that's what you have to do. Because at the end of the day, when you put somebody in a position and the position requires leadership, if it requires for someone to have patience and understanding, if somebody don't have that, then they shouldn't be in that position to have the position that they have. And that's the only thing I'm saying. Like, she should not be in a position. And I kept on telling her in the text message, the way you're in, y'all, she was text messaging me back and forth. But her last text message was so much manipulation because, mind y'all, and when I go through stuff, I look at stuff in the spiritual realm. I look at stuff in every which way because God give you the discernment. He give you the discernment to know why stuff happening, why people say what they say. And when you have that real close-knit bond with God, he don't leave you in the darkness. He gonna always let you know. And so the last thing she said, y'all, even though she knew she was wrong, the text message was manipulation. So remind y'all, she already talking about, if you don't want to do this, you can just drive to school. If you think I'm gonna do this, you can just drive to school. And mind y'all, I don't think y'all gonna hurt my baby, but the fact that you called her a liar, my antennas went up. Because first of all, I knew that right there was beyond unprofessional. For someone to call your kid a liar, Kenzie never lied and said the woman did anything, y'all. She never lied. She said the woman rushed her get on the bus, and she feel like rushing her is rude, which it is. Because for one thing, you know she's on this bus for a reason. These kids gonna move slow. Y'all, the other little girl, the Hispanic girl, moves so slow too. Y'all, they move slow for a reason. They on this bus because they move slow. They process slow. They comprehend slowly. When you ask them a question, like, you gotta know this. And so anyways, yeah, so Kenzie not even the only person that moves. So she said they rushed me. We see them rush our kids all the time, but we never said nothing. And I only said something spoke up for my child today. And so she blew it up. And so now I'm having to go to the school, y'all. So this gonna be a part 2 to this, because at the end of the day, I look at stuff in a racial point of view too. And I look at stuff in the spiritual realm. So the direction God be giving me is the direction I take. Like, he give you so many ways to see things, or see things and sense things that goes on. God don't just give you, you know what I'm saying, stuff. He's not going to give you what you can't understand or comprehend. Like, I knew what God was giving me. I look at it at a racial point of view, because I feel like, honestly, these are 2 African American women that's really trying to come at me because they feel like they're in a higher place. Because what gives you the right to point your finger at me and be like, oh, it's your job as a mother, when clearly the school didn't do their part. Like, she came at me, pointing her fingers and all. Like, yeah, they was really trying to flame my character as a mother. And even then, I didn't pop back off at this woman. I literally just kept it moving. She was like, well, I'm not fit to argue with you. I'm like, well, you are, because I'm trying to talk to you and you arguing with me. And when she said that, I knew she was a manipulation spirit, y'all. This woman had me so upset, to where I'm going up there to that school. Because for one thing, I don't be trying to be like, oh, this woman needs to get fired. She needs to be fired. But this woman right here, she definitely needs to be fired. Because for one thing, she abused her position. She abused her position, and that's what I feel like. I feel like she abused her position and she belittled me and my child because you rushing my child and you knowing the reason why she on this bus. Like, you can't do that to my. I tell all these kids to come on. Is that how you justify your actions? Is that how you justify your actions? Why are you rushing these kids? If you don't have patience, you shouldn't be their bus driver. Like, she literally, and then like I said, y'all, this is not me being just a sensitive mother. This is me, Kenzie, having a problem, just making her comfortable. I was like, can you just let her get on the bus, y'all? Oh my goodness, the woman don't even come on time. Don't even come on time, and nobody can never. Now, what if we sit up here and said, you rushing our kids to get on this bus, we waiting in this cold, but you ain't even out here. You supposed to be out here at 6:10, you coming at 6:20. What if somebody came at her like that? But she want to rush our kids to get on this bus. I had to sit one little boy in my car this morning because it was so cold. Actually, I'm kind of cool with his mama. I talked to his mama like on a talking level, and so yeah. His mama cool. I said, baby boy, you can sit in my car until the bus come. He sat in here, he got warm. But the other little girl, her and her mama just sit out. They both have blankets. I'm gonna start inviting them in my car too, cause it's too cold. And and then the Hispanic woman, she had already had that conversation with me. She said, it's funny how she can. She was walking off. She said, it's funny how she can rush us to get on the bus, but can't nobody tell her to be there, be on time. And so, yeah, it's like she very contradicting with how she feeling, because you can, the same way you rush our kids is the same way we can rush you, but we don't do that. But she wants to abuse her position and her leadership as a bus driver and just think she can say whatever she want and do whatever she want. And that plane is not going to fly with me, because no, it's going to stay on the ground, because she can't do that. Lord, I don't mean to use that type of term because I think that's slang, but forgive me if I'm wrong for saying that, but I'm not, because it's just a figure of speech. But I don't want to come off like that, because y'all, one thing about me and my character, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't have a problem repent to nobody, because like I tell y'all, I'm not going to get on camera and act like I'm a perfect person, because we all flawed. But when I tell y'all, I've came a long way. Like I said, Kenzie is a blessing to have, because for one, my baby teach me patience. She teach Christasia patience, because y'all, a lot of people that's around Kenzie, they would probably want to like the doctor. Same reason why I told y'all she went to the doctor. They was asking her questions. She didn't respond. She wasn't processing. She moves slow. She thinks slow. She's trying to process and comprehend and all this stuff. Her mind and her body don't go at the same pace. That's why she's on this bus, because she's just struggling with it right now. But for her to just be rushing my baby, and y'all, she walks so slow. And mind y'all, not even just that. Y'all, it's 5. My baby wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Of course she gonna move slow. None, y'all, come on, 5 o'clock in the morning, and then she out here in the cold at 6. Like, of course she gonna move slow. The bus come too early. We got to be up at 5 something just to make sure that we catch the bus. And I wakes her up at 5 because I know she moves slow. And y'all, we always on time. Like, for real. We always on time. We never late catching the bus. We never late. Only time we miss the bus is if Kenzie was sick or something, and I have to call and be like, okay, she's not going because she don't feel good. But other than that, we always on time. She never have to just wait 5 or 10 minutes for us like we do for her when we be out there waiting. And mind y'all, it still be cold in my car when we be waiting for her. So my thing, I knew she was just fixated, because her Kenzie can be out of the car waiting like everybody else. Like, you can't tell my baby to wait, and we can sit and then y'all, it's just a mess. That's why I'm going up to the school, y'all. But anyways, this is part 1 of me telling y'all and just bringing awareness that stand up for your kids and their rights to feel comfortable. And if you see something, say something sooner. Do not wait for it to blow up, because at the end of the day, some people will look at this and be like it's petty, but it's not petty at all, because at the end of the day, like I said, Kenzie is too smart. All Kenzie wanted was that woman to be patient with her and stop rushing her, because she knows she's smart. She got common sense. She knows that her being rushed is rude. And then you knowing that she on a special needs bus, that right there should tell you that you have to find the patience. You have to find the patience. She's be saying, come on. And then I tell all them kids to come on. Y'all, she rushed kids in front of me. She did it intentionally. It's like she been waiting to have this little whatever this is. She's been waiting to do it with me. I could tell. Because this ain't the first time she called Kenzie a lie. The first time she called Kenzie a lie, y'all, I thought I was texting somebody else and I ended up texting her. I was telling somebody how Kenzie had a dream. And it was a scary dream. And so I was texting somebody about the dream Kenzie had. Y'all, she read the text message. When she called me, after she got the text message, she called me. She's talking about, oh, I thought there was something going on. Because, you know, kids lie. Kids lie. I thought Kenzie had lied on me and said something. So I was calling back. I was like, what do you mean? She's like, you text me. So I go and look and see the text. And I was like, hold on. How she get all that? From me accidentally, I said I accidentally text you. I meant to text somebody else. The text message was about a scary dream. It didn't have nothing to do with the bus or nothing to do with no school. So this woman was fixated on us for a long time, like way before this transpired. And I'm just so messed up about it because I could have allowed that devil to just be like, okay, get out of character. You lose, just show your butt. Get out here and do all the things that God don't want you to do. I did not do any. I walked away. When I tell y'all, I walked away and I went home and I was up. And you know, like I said, I cry. But when I cry, y'all, it's not always because I'm too sensitive. It's not because I'm too weak. When I cry, it sometimes be because I'm so frustrated. And I have to hold it in and I have to ask God, please give me the strength. Give me the strength to stay Christ-like. Give me the strength. And so, you know, sometimes people get mad. People have different emotions. And sometimes when I get too mad and I feel like I get too mad, I will probably cry. And that's my way of letting everything go. But I didn't even cry about it. But I was mad because it's my child. And I just feel like she shouldn't be rushing nobody's kid. I feel like these kids are special needs for a reason. If you on the bus telling somebody with a wheelchair that they need to come on, baby, you need to go find you another job position. And y'all, and I say that with reality, and I say that with truth. I'm not saying it to have the tone of a clapback person, because I still love my God and God still dwells in my spirit. But this woman, and I didn't even think this video would be this long, but I was just so mad. I went home and I was talking about it, and Christasia was like, Mama, what's wrong? And I had to vent to her, because you know, me and Christasia, we like this. We like this. Even when we not like this, we like this. Because we the type to where, like, she share everything. And that's another thing about my kids. I love the fact that I tell my kids respect and honesty goes a long way. Like, those are the rules in the house. And if you ask them the rules in the house, they'll say respect and honesty. Because that's what we go by in our house. So be honest and be respectful. And it ain't always like that, because don't nobody have the perfect household. It ain't always respect and honesty. But you know, this too shall pass. But I am going to go to the school. So y'all, this is just part one. When I go to the school and let them know what happened, what transpired, I'm going to do a part two and let y'all know what's going on. And the reason why I want to break it up in parts is because I don't want this video to be so full of stuff to where I know y'all can get what I'm saying. I'm not saying no y'all can't comprehend, but I just wanted to do a part two, because I haven't went to the school yet. This is just a part one of me telling y'all what's going on, because one thing I'm not gonna do is make this a video just to be making this a video. This video need to be done to bring awareness, y'all, because like I said, I feel like as a mother, she was right about one thing. As a mother, I should have did something first. I felt this in the atmosphere. I felt this in the energy before it even presented itself. I knew it was something, because Kenzie kept on feeling uncomfortable with being rushed, and I kept on sweeping under the rug. So did the other mom. We kept on sweeping under the rug. And what did it take? We have to nip step in the butt. If your child is feeling uncomfortable, do not let your child feel uncomfortable in any way. Because at the end of the day, if something happened, now look. Now I'm just have to go. Now I have to go justify my actions, tell them what happened, why it happened, and how all this stuff transpired. When I could have just, it went too far. It went too far. But when I went to Kenzie school, I knew I had to tell Kenzie teacher how Kenzie was, because like I said, y'all, Kenzie was put on this earth to teach people patience, because I'm telling you, that's what it takes. Like, in order for you to understand Kenzie, in order for her to understand you, it has to be patience. Because y'all, when I tell y'all, Kenzie is so smart. Her common sense is smart. Kenzie, she the type that God uses her to show people patience. She the type of person to where, like, if you saying something, or if she's the type, if she sees somebody saying something or see somebody else doing something, she's so smart at her age right now, she'll be like, that's rude. Like, I done seen her so many times tell people, don't do that, that's rude. Or she'll see something, she was like, mama, that was rude. She'll see stuff and she'll just be like, that's rude. And y'all, like I said, the only time Kenzie is rude, y'all, is when someone is impatient with her or being rude to her. But for her to be like, oh, whatever Kenzie tell you, she's a lie. So I don't know what Kenzie told you that was a lie. That my antennas went up for real, because I'm like, don't nobody, who in their right mind, what kind of parent know how they child, or what kind of parent gonna sit up here and let somebody they don't know call their kids a lie? Like, what your kids will do and what they won't do. And Kenzie, oh, come on, y'all. My Kenzie is not fit to come home and make up nothing nobody done did. Y'all, mind y'all, this other little girl, Hispanic girl, feel the same way. She go home and tell her mama they rushing off the bus, that they be talking about her mama. She come home and Kenzie tell home, she was like, they rude. The little girl be like, they always rush us off the bus. That's all they ever do is rush us off the bus. The kids say they don't let them talk. They can't play. They not supposed to play, but she's like, they can't talk to each other. They can't even sit with each other. They up there just overdoing their part as a bus driver, like, for real. But anyways, y'all, I'll come back to y'all with part 2. But like I said, I'm not making this video just to be having no content. This is ridiculous. Like, that woman literally need to pray for patience. She need to pray for patience, because like I said, going back to Kenzie, y'all, Kenzie is the type that she will make you think twice when it comes to patience. She do it to me. I'm her mom, and I'm not perfect, and that's why I'm just sitting up here being so real with y'all. I have learned. Kenzie have taught me patience. Kenzie will teach anybody patience, because she's the type, she don't like for nobody to be disrespectful or unkind and stuff like that. She just don't like it. But anyways, y'all, I'm just going to these people's school and see if these people will let me use this bathroom. And I'm going to, because Christasia's out of class now, and I'm going to come to y'all when after I leave the other school, Kenzie school. So yeah, y'all just stay tuned. Okay, y'all, so I am home from Kenzie school, and y'all, I wish by the grace of God that I could have recorded those women on my phone so y'all can hear all the stuff that they said about this woman. Okay, y'all, so I go into school and I explain my situation. I remind y'all, this is part 2 of me telling y'all what happened and what transpired between me and Kenzie bus driver. How this one woman was so rude, so nasty, so confrontational. Y'all, like I said, like I told them people, I want to cry. I want to cry now. Only reason why I want to cry because my heart go out to all the kids who struggle in school and the kids who has these special needs, and my heart go out to kids. Period. I just, kids are precious. Kids are precious. They're blessings. They're a gift from God. So, yeah. So with her, like the woman treating them like that, just rushing them and not having the patience to wait on them. They're right there. It really hurt my heart because I was saying, God forbid, what if Kenzie had been a wheelchair bound kid? Would she still be saying, come on? Obviously she was, because in the text message this woman told me, I tell all them kids to come on. So anyways, y'all, long story short, I go into the school, part 2, I go into this school, I talk to them. Y'all, why when I get into school, the women, the woman that I talked to, that was the one I was supposed to be talking to, it was her. And then there was another woman in the office, y'all. I go in there, I tell them what's going on to get to the point. The woman said, we knew who you were talking about before you even came in. Because this is the only bus driver. They told me she's African American, yes. Special bus, yes. And that was like, we knew who you were talking about. She said, so the one I was talking about, I explained to everything that happened, show her the text message. Y'all, they said they've been having problems with this woman. Y'all, don't y'all know they were telling me that they had to remove special needs kids off a special needs bus because of this woman. But y'all, now that it didn't just register in my mental that the only reason why she's still up there getting away with all this is because they probably can't replace her right now with another bus driver. Because I'm listening to them, listening to them, and they're sitting up there saying, like, we have to remove kids before. We always had a problem. The one woman that I was explaining the situation to, she was like, yeah, she actually hung up in my face once. And then she's like, she's actually lying to you too, because when you pick Kenzie up and you gather Kenzie, she said that I did call the bus board and let them know that Kenzie will not be riding the bus. So maybe she forgot. I said she got to be lying, because she was all up pointing her finger telling me, you should do this. It's your job as a mother, like belittling my parenting skills. And so they was like, she did that? She said that to you? I was like, yes, ma'am. I said, if y'all go back and watch the videos, y'all can see what she said. And y'all can see how she was moving her finger, using her finger. Y'all can see that all the stuff, all the rudeness. She was like, y'all, and when they got my text messages, I think that was it. I think the only reason why this woman not fired, I was like, how do y'all have somebody up there? So y'all, if y'all have to remove special needs kids off a special needs bus because of her, why is she still working here? They said, well, it's not up to us. Right now, I feel like the only reason why this woman have a job, basically what they're saying, if they had a part in it, she would be gone. But they were saying, like, it's not up to us when it comes to the hiring and firing. That was like, we have so many complaints about this woman and stuff like that. The only reason why this woman still have a job is because I honestly don't think the school can replace her right now. And it's so crazy. So they asked me, did I want to put Kenzie back on her regular bus? I said, because it's transpired and because she called my daughter a lie and my antennas are up, I was like, yes, y'all can go ahead, but when y'all put her on the bus, y'all have to make sure if we decide to put her on this bus, put on her for today. I said I will call y'all and let y'all know tomorrow if I want her to continue to ride the bus. So that was like, okay, that's fine. And so I said if y'all put Kenzie on the bus because she is special needs and because she don't need to be around all the chaos and drama and all that stuff, I said put her in the very, very front in the morning, afternoon. That's if she get on the other bus, start riding the regular bus. But y'all, it just makes me my stomach so sick, and my stomach just turn when they say that they had to take special needs kids off of a special needs bus to keep confusion down with this woman, to make people feel comfortable. And I was like, why is she still up here? Why they was like, it's not up to us. And I know I keep spiraling, going saying the same thing over and over and over again, but y'all, when I was talking to the woman that was when I was talking to the first woman that I was supposed to be talking to, that they had scheduled me to talk to, I talked to her. But when I was talking to her, some woman was already in her phone. She was like, well, well, I heard what you were saying. She said, well, I was in there calling the head of the people that's in control of like the bus situations. She said, I was already in there telling them that we have another complaint against this woman. They was like, we know how you are. They was like, this woman is so rude, so nasty, so disrespectful. And I was like, how is she still up here then? If y'all sitting up here telling me this, I wish I could have recorded these people, y'all, on how they said this woman was. I really wish, and I tried to y'all, but it was so, she was like, I told them that she talked about calling the police. I was like, what's she reporting to the police department? I said the fact that I told them not to touch my daughter. And I told the woman, the only reason why I told them not to do that is because they called my daughter a lot, and it didn't sit well with me. It didn't sit well with me. And I told her, if I had been one of those women that didn't have God in me, the woman said, you would have beat the crap out of her, wouldn't you? I'm just telling y'all what the woman said. She said, you probably would have got on the bus and beat the crap out of her with you. I said, if I had not known God, I probably would have, because nobody really plays behind their kids. She's talking about, as you should. She said, nobody should take nobody calling their kids a lie lightly. And she was like, and they was like, she's just wrong overall, because they were saying whether we call and tell them if our kids is going to school or not, or being picked up from school or not, she has to do her route regardless of who gets on or off that bus. She said she just wants y'all to do this extra because she wants y'all to be extra with her. They was like, it doesn't matter who get on the bus or on off the bus. They was like, she got to go to where she's supposed to go because it's her job. They said all this other stuff of who going and when they not going, they said it doesn't even matter. So anyways, y'all, they took my text messages. They knew I was talking about y'all. They really dislike this woman. I can tell that they wasn't just trying to sugarcoat. Like the way they talked about this woman and the way they heard me express what was going on with this woman, like they knew. They was like, they are sick and tired of this woman. They're sick and tired of this woman. And I told them how the woman was talk about me and the other Hispanic girl. And I was like, maybe I said, well, not maybe if I forgot to get Kenzie. I forgot Kenzie know her way home. And so I was in the kitchen cooking one day, and I was trying to help and go get her, but before I can go get my baby, y'all, I was turning off the grease. Kenzie was already at the door. She know her way home. And my thing is, y'all, it's just the fact that this woman, she's just not rap tight. I told them it's something wrong with her. I said, I don't know what it is. I feel like she just abused her position, her job leader, her job or something. I don't know what it is. And y'all, the woman said, I don't see why. I'm not trying to belittle her career, but she's just a bus driver. That's what the woman was telling me. She was like, you're just a bus driver, y'all. She do her part. She way overdo her part. Like that bus driver way overdo her part, y'all. And when I tell y'all that they were so tired of this woman, I can sense it. It wasn't like they were just trying to sweep the whole situation under the rug. They was trying to get this handled. They tired of her. They don't want no parts of her. They don't think she should be around those kids. But my thing is, I think I should push it a little further, because at the end of the day, I still don't want Kenzie going back to riding a regular bus, because like I said, I don't have time for that. Mind y'all, I'm already seeing multiple spirits in this house. I already still seeing footprints in this house. I gotta deal with that. I'm a single parent trying to stay on top of everything. Like, I don't have time for the mistreatment on the bus. Like, I don't have time for bus issues, school issues. Like, I'm only one person. I can only take so much, and I pray for God to give me the strength to do everything I need to do. But some stuff I just shouldn't have to deal with. Like, you know what I mean? And so it's like, it's something else. So I did tell them to go ahead and put Kenzie on bus. Go back to the regular bus. But as y'all can see, I just took Christasia. I stayed there for Christasia because, like I said, I don't take Christasia to class and then come back home and drop her off. I actually stay up there, and then, because what I'm telling you, it's just an hour. She's in there for about an hour. So I'm not fit to come home for 30 minutes and then go. Like, I just feel like that's just a waste of gas. So I sit there for an hour. It ain't gonna hurt. So I really just waited up there for her. Then after she went to class, I took her to school because her classes are in the morning off campus. So I have to go up there, then take her to school. Then I went to Kansas school and talked to them. Now I'm back home. So y'all, right now, I don't even know what time it is, but I be just trying to stay on top of my mothering, my parenting, my my relationship with God. I'm just trying to maintain it all. And it's just like me, and then what's so bad about it, I feel like as a mother, like I told them, I should have been this. I should have been nipped it in the bud. This wouldn't have spiraled like it did, because for one, when Kenzie was telling me that the woman was rushing her, I told my baby that I would call the school and see if they can talk to her. And y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I kept sweeping it up under the rug, and y'all, that's why I'm bringing awareness to this video. If y'all going through anything of what I'm going through, like, do not wait, do not hesitate to do what it is to make your child comfortable. Because at the end of the day, when I went to the school, I didn't know what it was going to be like. I didn't know, like, if people was going to side with each other because somebody been working her for a long time, or sweep this under the rug, sweep that under the rug. But it wasn't like this. Like, I'm glad that I actually went up there and did it, even though I had the chance to do this earlier. I'm glad I went up there and just followed through as a parent, because like, I didn't know that they had been having issues with this woman. And y'all, they really don't want that woman up there. I think she's up there because she cannot be replaced as a bus driver. But I find it sad, and I need to talk to somebody else different, because you don't supposed to take special needs kids off a special needs bus just because the bus driver don't know how to handle them. You supposed to remove her, and that's why, like, it's mind bothering to me. So I'm gonna talk more to them about this and see what else I can do, because it ain't nothing to be taken lightly. You don't remove special kids off the bus because the bus driver don't know how to handle them. That's whack to me. That's whack, and it doesn't make sense. Fire her, hire someone who's know how to deal with kids who have special needs, and make sure they have the patience. Because I told Kenzie teacher when I first got there that Kenzie, she can be stubborn. If you don't show her patience and you rush her and you don't give her the time that she needs to comprehend, she's gonna cry. She's gonna get up hard on herself. She's gonna cry, and she's not gonna want to follow through with anything you say. And it's all because she wants patience. And I understand that, because when a child know that they're struggling and they know they probably doing all they can in their mind, they're like, I'm doing all I can, so can you please be patient with me? That's how Kenzie is with her slowfulness and with her comprehension skills. She's like, I'm doing the best I can, so just please be patient. And y'all, she's not, I'm not asking for no special privileges for Kenzie. I'm not even going to the point to where, like, she deserves special treatment in anything. I'm not even being this too much of a sensitive parent. Like, I did what was right, and I'm glad I did. And y'all, hopefully, like I said, I don't really I know there are certain people that deserve to be fired from their jobs, and there are some people who doesn't. But this woman right here, they know what they got to do. That's why they was taking my text message. That's why they was on the phone talking to someone when I was there about the situation, because there is too many complaints against her. They said there's too many complaints against her. They're removing kids off a special needs bus, so because kids are being mistreated by her, and you know, it's time for her to go. Straight up, it's time for her to go. And so I'm gonna see what else I can do, though. I'm not sure if I can do anything else or take this any further. But I don't think it's right for my kids to get on. I don't think it's right for Kenzie to have to get off their bus. It don't sit well with me. I'm gonna talk to Kenzie's aunt about it, because Kenzie have a lot of aunts that's been in the been like principals. I think she said, I think one of them was a principal. I'm not sure, but I know they'll probably run across this video too, and they'll give me some insight on what I could do. Like, one of them might reach out. I'm pretty sure one of them will reach out and let me know what I can do, what other measures I can take, because I want Kenzie to continue to ride the bus. She don't have any problems with nobody touching her, putting their hands on her. It's not loud and stuff like that. Like, you know, it don't irritate her. Only thing is, she just want patience, and the bus driver will not give it to her. The bus driver is really pretty much being a pain in the rear end for everybody. She's abusing her little job, what they call it? Her job position. Like, she's just abusing it. Like, you just a bus driver. Like, please be patient with these kids. Stop thinking you can talk to people. And like they said, all that, oh, text me when if they don't come, text me if they do pick up and all that stuff. That's the teacher, they just said that's irrelevant. She got to go on those routes regardless of who's coming or not. You shouldn't have to do nothing. If y'all don't come, she can leave. Y'all don't have to text her anything. But anyways, y'all, that is it for this video. I just wanted to share that with y'all because I really want to just bring awareness. If y'all have kids that special need, don't let nobody mistreat y'all kids. Nip it in the butt real soon as you can before nothing won't blow up. And just make sure that you just try to be there for your kids, hear them out. Because this woman could have easily lied on kids and be like, y'all, she called her a liar. She did. She called my baby a liar. So I'm like, oh no, this is not going to work. But yeah, it's definitely have to be some more measures I got to take. I don't want Kenzie on the bus 63 because for one, it's just too rowdy. It's just way too rowdy. And so I don't know, but until we get this situation handled, that's what it's going to be, because I don't trust her. Because the guy that rides, the bus driver that rides the bus, even he's a pastor, y'all. He can only do so much, and I had to really just be a parent. Like some of these kids, all kids not taught the same. They on the bus fussing, cussing, fighting, hitting, scratching, and all that stuff. Kenzie, she's not with all that. She don't even like the noise. So at this point right here, I'm pretty much like, I'm caught between a rock and a hard place, honestly, because I don't want her on that bus for sure. I know that for sure. I'm so adamant about it. I don't want her back on that bus, but I don't feel comfortable with her being on the bus, being on that bus either. So I definitely have to take some more measures because I don't want her to ride neither one of those buses right now. I could take her back and forth to school and pick her up every day. I could just start doing that. But then again, well, I probably could, because I don't mind. Because I feel like if I can get up the extra, get up and have her in time before, because Christasia have classes. I don't know. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna try to, regroup my thought process, and I'm gonna see y'all, because I'm gonna try to figure out time frames to make sure I can get my baby back and forth to school if I have to do it myself, because she is right about that. But my thing is, it shouldn't have to come to that, because money takes gas and stuff like that. I mean, gas takes money, and now I don't always have it, but hopefully I just try to come up with something, because I'm so adamant. I don't want her on neither buses right now, and I hate that it had to come to this point, but it pretty much is what it is right now. So we'll see. They're gonna put Kenzie on this bus to ride the other bus. She won't be on the special bus. She's gonna ride a regular bus this afternoon. So we'll see how it go. I told them if she ride that bus, y'all have to put my baby on that front seat every day, because she's special needs. She's still special needs in a way. Y'all have to put in a very, very front of the bus, the very front seat. And this morning and afternoons, I'm not gonna tolerate her being in the back with all these kids. Like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it, because these kids are still rowdy. But anyways, y'all, so yeah, I hate that it had to come to this. I hate that I have a lot on my plate right now. So just trying to get it all handled. Y'all pray for me, and I pray for you all. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. Y'all, thumbs up. I'm not even say thumbs up if y'all like this video, because actually it's not even nothing to be thumbs up in about. It's not even nothing to enjoy, because this video is not that type of video at all. By far, this video is like a video to where I just want to bring awareness to people to listen to your kids, be patient with your kids, stand up for your kids, fight for your kids, speak for your kids, believe in your kids, like trust your kids, like, and just do whatever you got to do to make your kids comfortable. And so that's what I did today. But anyways, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here. Y'all remember to press through your stress, and you'll be blessed. And I'll see y'all in a more peaceful video. So yeah, y'all stay subscribed. Thank y'all for watching and listening, and really take heed to what I'm saying. So God bless y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm out. Peace.